I spent the better part of almost 2 years covering almost every weekly update that came out on Oldschool Runescape, but I stopped mainly due to the videos just feeling unfulfilling when I released them, especially since some of the updates included less than 2 minutes worth of content. But I still get asked all the time if I'm going to continue with the update videos, so I have a bit of a proposal for you guys, okay? So instead of doing it weekly, I'll do it monthly. At the end of every month, I'll go over all the updates I think are worth mentioning from the past month. That way I'll be able to properly make a video out of it instead of just rambling and putting in filler content to try and reach 10 minutes. So this video is kind of a test video to see if it's something you guys would be interested in. If you like this video and would like me to continue doing these, make sure to leave a like on the video, and also please let me know in the comments any improvements or changes I should make when covering the updates, whether they be the format of the video or just which updates I cover. I do really enjoy making these because it keeps me informed about the game, and hopefully it's a good resource for you guys to watch. Let's see what updates came into Oldschool Runescape in January. Oldschool's January 9th update is called Eating in the Bank. You can now eat food, drink potions, or any other liquids you fancy, and equip items from your inventory while the bank or deposit box interfaces are open. You can toggle this option on and off via the bank settings panel, which will also change the option for deposit boxes. An additional screen for unequipping items without closing the bank has also been added. The at times very annoying Maiden of Sugatity has changed. The chance of being able to stun my locust crabs will now increase with your magical accuracy bonus. So for players with plus 140 bonus from equipment, void bonuses, and prayers, the success chance becomes 100%. Here are some combinations that will provide a 100% stun rate. Your equipment stats tab displays magic accuracy as 140 or above. Your equipment stats tab displays magic accuracy as 112 or above, and you have the augury prayer active. You have full elite void knight equipped with the mage helm and have a magic accuracy bonus of 86. You have full elite void knight equipped with the mage helm and have a magic accuracy bonus of 55, and you have the augury prayer active. Visible stat boosts or reductions like the imbued heart will also affect the chance of freezing the Nilocus. Additionally, if all of your raid team members now successfully avoid the blood splat attack, it halves the chance of a blood spawn appearing. The maximum number of blood spawns is now capped at 8. Crystal tools can now be used while they have no charges and act like their dragon counterparts. Additionally, the crystal axe and pickaxe no longer consume charges when their effects provide no extra benefits. Previously, run energy restored 30% faster while wearing all 6 pieces of the graceful outfit. Now, the hood, cape, gloves, and boots give an individual 3% boost, and the top and legs give 4% each. This adds up to a 20% run energy bonus with an additional 10% bonus for wearing the entire set, which matches the previous 30% boost. Although farming patches don't normally let you dig up healthy crops before they are fully grown, this is now permitted for herb patches. The XP that was previously given when a herb seed is planted will instead be given when the patch is harvested, alongside the usual harvesting XP. The inventory icons for the Fremenic sea boots from the Fremenic achievement diary have been adjusted to make them look more like boots. A red message now appears in the chat box when a new music track is unlocked. If you prefer not to see these messages, you can toggle them off in the audio menu. The hard clue step requiring you to enter the duel arena has now been moved to outside the arena. This means you will no longer require assistance to complete it. January 16th brought the Twisted League reward shop and game improvements update to the game. Now I won't be covering the Twisted League since it's already over, but if you'd like to know what changed back then, all the links to the updates are in the description of the video. I am going to cover these Twisted stats, however, because I am a massive fan of stats, and I have to share these with you guys because, like I said, I love stats and these are really cool. So the average total level of players in the league was 1,033. A total of 1,097,825 Slayer tasks were completed during the league. 23 Twisted Bows were dropped at the end. 7,024 pets were obtained, with the Phoenix being the most common with 3,079 of them, and the rarest one was the Omelet with just 20 of them making an appearance. The Chambers of Zarek was completed 24,574 times. A total of 2,750,304 farming contracts were completed during the league. 3,044,516 clue scrolls were solved and completed, consisting of 957,516 easy clues, 656,122 mediums, 1,200,141 hards, 97,097 elites, and 133,640 masters. Wow, one try. More hards were completed than mediums and easies, and more masters were completed than elites, which is kind of cool. So the most completed task saw 105,456 people complete the level 20 thieving league task, 97,549 people completed the level 20 woodcutting task, and then 95,363 completed the level 20 20 Firemaking League task. Those were the Twisted League stats. I like stats. Thank you, Jagex. The Portal Nexus and Portal Room have changed. You can now add Arceus and Weiss teleports to the Portal Nexus. The cost of adding each teleport to the Nexus is 1,000 times the rune cost of that spell. This one's pretty interesting. You can now have a permanent Barrows teleport in your house. Imagine telling that to somebody back in 2013 when the servers were released. You also must have a minimum of 60% Arceus favor to add these teleports to your Portal Nexus. Players can now get the Glowing Dagger and Blurite swords after finishing the Legends quest and the Knight's Sword. In order to obtain a new Blurite sword post-quest, players must give Thurgo a Blurite ore and 2 iron bars. In order to receive a new Glowing Dagger, players can speak to Radimus Urkel. And finally, some smaller but still useful updates to know about. You can now use a Bruma Torch to light braziers and smoke traps, the Imbued Heart and Mint Cake can now be used while the bank is open, and the Disc of Returning can now be purchased from Django and Draenor. The January 23rd update saw Wiki Integration come into the game. The beloved Oldschool Runescape Wiki is now permanently integrated with the official client on both desktop and mobile. Right-clicking or long pressing the Wiki icon brings up Lookup Entity and Search options. Lookup Entity allows you to click/tap on any entity in the game world or your inventory/worn items and automatically open the relevant wiki page in your web browser. Search allows you to enter a term in the chat box and search the wiki for any relevant pages. You can also search by typing ::wiki and then the search term in the chat box. Right-clicking or long pressing on a quest or achievement diary will now give you the option to open a wiki guide, but I still think it's more efficient to watch my quest guides. Open and close options have been added to certain receptacles. While open, suitable items will be added to the vessels automatically on pickup. These include the Seed Box, which works on any seeds picked up from the ground, the Herb Sack, which works on any grimy herbs picked up from the ground, harvested from herb patches, and harvested from herbivores, the Coal Bag, which works on any coal mined from rocks, and the Gem Bag, which works on any gems obtained while mining or pickpocketing Tsar creatures. You can now build a spice rack in the kitchen of your player-owned house. This requires 60 construction, 3 teak planks, 6 soft clay, and 4 doses of each color of spice. The spice rack itself can store 2.147 billion doses of each spice, and they hope that's enough. In some sadder news, Bounty Hunter has been closed until further notice. Unfortunately, Bounty Hunter had a massive issue with gold farmers who were raking in millions of GP by emblem boosting. Bounty Hunter is still closed to this day, and the PvP community is eagerly awaiting an update that will hopefully be coming soon. I'd put my money on winter of 2017. The next day, a news post was released about the future of Bounty Hunter and PvP. Here's what Jagex has to say. So it's time to make a change, not just to Bounty Hunter, but to our approach to PvP as a whole. PvP is a cornerstone of Old School, and currently it deserves better, so we're taking a step back and considering its place in the overall game. The goal for them is to make February a PvP month, where updates and changes to the game will be largely focused on the PvP side of Old School. They hope to re-release Bounty Hunter in a couple of months, and in the meantime we'll try to find a way to make it successful without having to worry about gold farming becoming an issue again. And now onto the final update of January. The Phoenix Peck can now be recolored by using 250 of the same color firelighters on it. Another 250 red firelighters will turn it back to its original color, but please note that this is not an unlock and requires you to use 250 firelighters on the Phoenix Pet each time you want to recolor it. Players can now unlock the Explorer mode for completing 600 beginner clue scrolls. If you have met these requirements already, you will need to open one more beginner clue casket to unlock the emote. As I mentioned earlier, Bounty Hunter is currently not in the game, so they've had to make some changes to compensate for some of the items from the shop not being available in the game right now. Back when they were first testing the Bounty Hunter rework, they added the Rune Pouch and the Looting Bag to Slayer Master's reward shops to ensure that they were still obtainable. They've done the same on this occasion, and they've also taken the opportunity to make sure that the other items are available via other PvP activities. Slayer Masters will now sell the Rune Pouch for 1.2 million coins. Iron players cannot purchase this. Slayer Masters will now also sell the Looting Bag for 30,000 coins, and Iron players can actually purchase this. The Ornate Maul Handle is now available in the Last Man Standing reward shop for 15 points, Saradomin's Tear is now available in the Last Man Standing reward shop for 150 points, and the Magic Shortbow Scroll, Ring of Wealth Scroll, and the Clue Box have been added to the Wilderness Slayer loot table on the Enchantments roll. Back in September, the Old School team tested out an updated welcome screen layout which replaced the redundant information and dead space with the information about the game's content. They're pleased to announce that it went very well, and they'll be rolling it out for everybody this week, so if you prefer to have the old layout instead, they have have a switch style button on the top left corner of the screen which toggles the new layout on and off. And finally, baby dragons now have their color in their name in order to help colorblind players determine which is which. And there you have it, guys. Those are the updates for Old School RuneScape in January of 2020. My question to you guys is, which update were you the biggest fan of from this past month, and which update were you maybe not a big fan of from this past month? And I guess I should also ask, what update are you looking forward to in the next few months? We of course right now have the Nightmare of Ashihama, which is out, so that's really exciting. But Jagex, as I mentioned earlier, they want 2020 to be the year of PvP in a sense, and February is going to be a really big part of that. So hopefully in February we see some big updates to PvP, but we never know really what goes on with PvP. It's a bit scary, so we'll see. Thank you again for watching today's video though, guys. I do really appreciate it. Once again, if you guys enjoyed the video today, please leave a like on the video, and if you want me to make any improvements to the video or maybe cover updates I didn't cover, also make sure to leave it in the comment section below. I hope I could inform you guys about some things you were not informed about. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Wow.